Now, Microsoft's fake news watchdog called NewsGuard has turned its attention to the UK. It's now labelled as trustworthy 3 tabloid newspapers, The Sun, The Daily Mirror and also The Daily Star. And that's not the only decision of the so-called blacklister that has been called into question, as Donald Courter reports.
Remember NewsGuard, that handy-dandy Microsoft program that tells you what is and isn't fake news? Well, they're still hard at work putting little green check marks next to information they like in search engines. NewsGuard's co-founder calls it applying a little common sense to searching information.
We're going to apply common sense to a problem that the algorithms haven't been able to solve. We're going to hire dozens of journalists to read and review the 7,500 news and information sites.
Common sense might not be enough if the admins are living under a rock, though. Robert Mueller's report is out, and many liberal tall tales about Trump-Russia collusion have been debunked. Still, a lot of those stories are marked with a big friendly check mark. Trump sharing polling data with the Russians? Check. Except it's not true. Mueller subpoenaing bank records? Check. But same thing, not true. Trump's lawyer secretly meeting with a Kremlin official in Prague? Well, at least they changed the article a bit. Still a big check, even though the title isn't exactly true. In fact, the check marks don't even have to do with how wrong the story is. If NewsGuard trusts the outlet, they're good to go.
Our green-red rating signal if a website is trying to get it right, or instead has a hidden agenda, or knowingly publishes falsehoods or propaganda.
So I guess the takeaway from that is that outlets like the New York Times and BuzzFeed don't really have hidden agendas. And if that sounds ridiculous to you, don't worry. NewsGuard will make sure you know right from wrong soon enough.
What's interesting to note is their reaction to this. They're saying we are not necessarily acknowledging or passing judgment on the veracity and accuracy of the information. We're just passing judgment on the source of it. These people, this source, this group, this website, this newspaper, this whatever, we give them our check mark. We approve of them. What they say, well, we don't really necessarily pass judgment on that. If you go down the list of all of those items which have passed editorial muster, it's the same. It's breathtakingly obvious to anybody that if your story or if your source repeats this meme, this trope, that there was Russian collusion, obstruction of justice, anything negative to Trump, it will be checked and approved without any problem. Not misleading, trustworthy, verifiable. Job well done.